How's it going, guys? Welcome to BigBroJournalism, bringing you the gaming news you should actually care about. Alright, so in a nutshell, Rainbow Six Siege. It's an online multiplayer shooter that mixes tactical gameplay with addicting arcade shooter style gameplay. Its cooperative strategic multiplayer is the game's focal point. It doesn't really have a single player, but I'll get to that later. But it definitely delivers on the multiplayer on almost every degree. Alright, so the single player, it's non-existent. There is absolutely 100% no single-player story mode whatsoever. Ubisoft actually speaks out on the matter, and I quote, "There is no story mode per se. You go through training where you get to experience different operators and their devices. You can play against enemy AI and co-op through all the maps. You can customize your matches, so that's what we're offering on the single-player side of things." So definitely not much to talk about there. Really bummed out about that. No single player it's a big thing. You know, people love the single player story modes, but you know what? They're focusing everything on multiplayer, so let's get to that. So we have 5v5 3-minute matches. They revolve around saving or capturing a hostage located usually in a house setting. So as you begin this mode, you get to do some reconnaissance. You get to send in drones, and you get to kind of scan out the area to see where the hostage is. And if you're a terrorist, you get to kind of secure the area to kind of prep for the invasion. This mode is called TDM Secure Area. The next mode we have is TDM Bomb. It's basically a really simple multiplayer mode. You defuse the bomb or you defend a bomb. Really simple. And Terror Hunt is a new mode. Well, it's not really new. The name is new. It's a mode coming back. It was formerly called Terrorist Hunt. So Terror Hunt, Terrorist Hunt, very original. But Terror Hunt, it's a co-op online game mode, excuse me. It plays like a horde mode, except you have objectives necessary for your survival. So if you survive, great. But if you don't complete those objectives as you're surviving, then you're not going to win, you know. So I think that's really cool. Definitely gets out of the trend of just a regular survival horror mode. Multiplayer classes are called operators. You don't get to customize your classes. You have preset classes called operators. You have 5 offensive ones and 5 defensive ones. I'm not going to explain every one because that would take way too long, but I'll give you an explanation of one of the offensive and one of the defensive. So for offensive, we have Sledge, Thatcher, Thermite, Ash, and Twitch. So Twitch, you can pilot unmanned drones that can disable traps and deliver electric shocks to the enemies. So that's pretty cool. For defensive, you have Mute, Smoke, Castle, Pulse, and Rook. I can't help but actually laugh a little because these names sound so what's the word I'm looking for? Exact in their meaning. For offensive, you got Sledge, Ash, Thermite, and then for defensive you have Mute, Smoke. So they're very literal. So I like that. So sorry, back to the defensive: Mute, Smoke, Castle, Pulse, and Rook. So I'll give you an explanation for just say Rook. You can deploy armor crates for your teammates. Yeah, that's basically it. You can deploy armor crates. That'll be used in really tight situations where you need extra health to, say, I don't know, defend a situation where it's like 2v5 and you only have 2 people. So that could be useful. But I can say, I'm not going to explain everything, but I can say all of these have really useful weapons or gadgets or whatever you want to use them for. Alright guys, thanks for listening. That's basically it for today's video. Please click that subscribe button if you're new here, and if you like this video, so you can be up to date with all my news coverage, game reviews, and discussion videos. Also, click that like button real quick. It really does help out. You guys are beast, and I'll see you guys in the next one. And as always, game on.
We lost one. Only 4 of us left.
Hostage secured!
The rules of combat have changed. It's time to reactivate Rainbow. Still,